Round 2. Fight! Round 1. Fight! Round 2.
House. Hmm? Go!
Final round. Fight!
Ah, come on.
You lose. Round 1.
Hey.
You lose.
And when the UFC Hall of Famer says one of the greatest fights he's ever seen, that's as good of a compliment as it gets. Adrian Yanez victorious tonight by way of split decision. What a fight, and you gotta give Kyle Estrada all the credit in the world. He took that first round, delivering his signature kicks, but it was the game planning by the Yanez's corner that really turned this fight around, and Yanez may have earned himself a second shot at that elusive LFA strap. But what a night here in Texas for the LFA 78 UFC Fight Pass debut. We are thrilled that you could be a part of it. Pat Militich, I'm Ron Crutkin. Pat, let's go through these fights, man. Some great action tonight, beginning in the lightweight division. Elijah Johns taking on Michael Murphy.
Elijah Johns, physical fighter, using the ability to step inside of the kicks, throw punches, set up his takedowns, and go to work and get the win.
What a clinic put on by Elijah Johns, the brother of former champ Miles Johns, improved to 5-1. And then it was the lady, Cheyenne Babe, taking on Rebecca Adney.
Footwork was really the deciding factor in this. Fast feet make for fast hands, getting in and out effectively, and Adney really picked her apart. But I will say this about Adney. Adney is a very strong lady, very durable, and she did make adjustments to get better as the fight went on.
Cheyenne Banks gets the win, and then the big boys took over the cage, Vernon Lewis and Trayvon Butler.
Trayvon Butler showed that a lot of, besides losing his mouthpiece numerous times in this fight, he did have some great flurries, landed a lot of shots on Vernon's head.
And the losing of the mouthpiece could have cost him the fight because the referee deducted a point in the second round, Pat.
Both guys going at it, the crowd on their feet several times during this fight. The big men were trading.
But in the end, it was Vernon Lewis, the Dallas police officer, getting the win. Quickly moving to J.B. Vise, Cheyenne's husband, and Christian Rodriguez.
Look at that high-level wrestling, get the takedown, securing position, and pounding out the victory.
Vise and both of the Bays, victorious tonight, JP and Cheyenne. And then, what a performance by Grant Moore taking on Jason Gilbert.
Gilbert, a guy that's very technical, but I tell you what, Moore showing that ground game of his coach, deep Derek France, systematically destroying him on the ground in position and getting that choke.
Grant Moore to 7-1. This was his 5th submission win. He is now 3-0 in the LFA. Co-main event ending in violent fashion when Jose Johnson delivered that nasty elbow to Rafael Costa.
Don't waste time on a single leg, because that's what happens if you do. I'm glad he was healthy and okay after that.
Absolutely. Rafael Costa okay, and keep an eye on Jose Johnson. And then that set up the bantamweight showdown between Adrian Yanez and Kyle Estrada.
Estrada tearing that leg up early on, but Yanez making adjustments, starting to step in closer, eating that front kick to the face like it was nothing. Then the head kick. Yanez doing a beautiful job keeping the pressure on, changing the distance between the two fighters as it went on, and that really paid off for him, Ron. He was able to use the hands a lot more, avoid those low kicks, and scoring the points he needed to.
One of the most entertaining fights we have seen, but Adrian Yanez gets the victory, improved to 10-3, and may have earned himself the next shot at the vacant LFA Bantamweight title. Well, next Friday, we'll keep the machine rolling. Pat and I are back to Denver for LFA number 79, a LFA flyweight title fight between Brandon Royval and this just in. Jared Scoggins is out of the title fight. 47-fight veteran Nate Williams has verbally agreed to take on Royval. Should be a great card from Denver.
Yeah, Nate Williams, a veteran, crafty veteran from Iowa, a lot of experience against Royval.
Royval, the former LFA interim flyweight title contender, should be a great fight from the Mile High City. Our executive producer tonight is Christopher Markwell, directed by Roberto Rios, and our producer, Jamie McClintock. For the entire UFC fight crew and my broadcast partner, Pat Milicic, I'm Ron Truck, and that is all.
Everyone loves a comeback. Over the years, the LFA has become the premier developmental promotion for mixed martial arts. UFC stars like Henry Cejudo, Valentina Shevchenko, Kamaru Usman, Holly Holm, Brian Ortega, and many more got their start with the LFA, proving the LFA's motto, where the future is now. But not long ago, the future was uncertain for the promotion that created so many stars.
Tonight is the first time the LFA stages a show here in Kansas. Unfortunately, it is also the final time that this Access TV Fights crew will broadcast the LFA on this network.
Now, a new chapter for the LFA begins deep in the heart of Texas. In the main event, two top contenders, Adrian Yanez and Conor McGregor, meet in the Bantamweight Showdown. In the night's co-main event, two of the top women's flyweight prospects, two-time All-American and acrobatic stunner Haley Collins, faces off against upset knight Lisa Malden. It's the return of the LFA. Live from the Bell County Expo Center in Belton, Texas. LFA 78 starts now.
A new era begins in an old familiar place as the LFA Octagon returns to the Lone Star State. From deep in the heart of Texas, the Belton County Expo Center plays host to LFA. We are back. What's up, fight fans? Ron Kruk, joined as always by the UFC Hall of Famer, Pat Milicic. Welcome to the Legacy Fighting Alliance's debut on UFC Fight Pass. Pat, the LFA has been the true developmental league for the UFC since its inception, so it's only fitting that they would find their next home on UFC Fight Pass.
It really does make sense, Ron, and now that we're on Fight Pass, the beautiful thing about it is, look, most people who are casual fans have no idea that the LFA has put almost 180 athletes into the UFC,
Right.
as well as world champions in the UFC. That's just in 3 years' time. But now that we're on UFC Fight Pass, you, the fan, can follow along with us and discover the talent the moment we discover the talent.
And when LFA fighters get to the Ultimate Fighting Championship, you're exactly right. They have success. Currently, 3 LFA alumni hold titles in the UFC. Valentina Shevchenko, Kamaru Usman, and, of course, Henry Cejudo. So who's next? Well, possibly the winner of our marquee fight of the night. When two top bantamweight prospects face off in our main event. Here's the matchup. Former LFA title challenger Adrian Yanez meets the Muay Thai striking specialist Kyle Estrada. Pat, let's begin with Yanez. After coming up short in an earlier title fight, he's even more dedicated and driven to get that elusive LFA strike.
You know, that's the thing. When you lose a title fight, when you're trying to get there, you're climbing that mountain, so to speak, it does drive you. If it doesn't bring you, you're that much more driven. So yes, Yanez is very hungry, and he has slick footwork, very quick hands, great head movement. His wrestling is as of yet untested, though, so we'll see if that happens tonight.
His opponent, Kyle Estrada, has a dangerous stand-up game as well, which was on display in his 2 LFA victories.
This man is a technician. I mean, he surgically picks people apart and destroys them. He'll destroy you upstairs, destroy you downstairs. And look, he has the wrestling. He hasn't shown it yet. He may tonight, we don't know. Maybe he's saving that for the UFC.
Or this could be a 3-round stand-up war. Going to be a good one. Now, the original co-main event was supposed to match up former Baylor gymnast and now MMA star Haley Cowan and Lisa Malden. Unfortunately, the night before the weigh-ins, Cowan was rushed to the hospital after an extremely tough weight cut. She had low levels of oxygen and was actually dealing with stage 2 kidney failure. Pat, needless to say, and this fight has been postponed, but the good news is she is recovering.
Yeah, that is good news. And look, she's a very lean person to begin with. I mean, super lean. I don't know what her body fat percentage is, but it's very low. So she doesn't have a lot of weight to cut. It's going to be muscle mass a lot of times, making weight for fights over a period of time. Obviously, the dehydration hurt her, and her coach pulled her. She wanted to continue cutting weight. The coach, Jake, said, "No way." Absolutely.
And Haley Cowan gave us a message today she wanted to pass along to not only Lisa Malden, she apologized to her, to all the fans here in Texas who bought tickets, and to you on Fight Pass checking it out. Now, another note, she did say she learned from this experience, no longer will be cutting to 125 pounds. Haley Cowan will move up to the bantamweight division and fight at 135.
Well, Thanksgiving dinner's going to be good, isn't it?
There you go. All right, let's check out the rest of this stacked LFA 78 cards. We kick off the night with former LFA bantamweight champion Miles John's younger brother Elijah Johns facing off with Michael Murphy. Getting bumped up on the main card and replacing the Cowan-Malden fight will be Cheyenne Vise and Rebecca Adney. Then the big boys go down with Waco, Texas product Vernon Lewis battles St. Louis, Missouri's Trey-On Wildman Butler in a heavyweight war. In a key LFA bantamweight matchup, JP Vise makes his LFA debut against another promotional newcomer, Christian Rodriguez Jr. Vise is the husband of Cheyenne Vise, as the two make history as the first husband and wife to be featured on a main card. Undefeated Nation Gibbert makes his LFA debut against BJJ Black Belt Grant Moore, and in the co-main event, local fighter Jose Johnson looks to make it 5 straight wins, but hoping to ruin those plans is Brazilian Rafael Costa, who makes his LFA debut tonight. At another solid card, what fight or fighter are you looking forward to seeing in action?
Lewis versus Butler. You know I love the heavyweights, buddy, and they are going to bang.
Thrilled to be making our UFC Fight Pass debut tonight. Miles Johnson coming off a 26-second knockout, and Michael Murphy in the 82nd KO. Fighters are already in the LFA octagon for our opening bout of the night. Here are the numbers for the tape in this 150-pound catchweight bout. 23 years old, John is 8 years younger than 31-year-old Murphy. Weighed in 5 pounds lighter. The small reach advantage in both the arms and legs goes to the veteran Murphy. Now, to kick off LFA 78, here's the voice of the LFA octagon, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live around the world on UFC Fight Pass from the Guards Arena here in Bell County Expo Center, Dalton, Texas, for LFA 78, Yanez versus Estrada. Tonight's event is brought to you in part by Inca Cola and Private Internet Access. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, overseen tonight by Commissioners Tony Solis and Linda Vargas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to kick off LFA 78. This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in LFA catchweight at 150 pounds. Brought to you tonight by Buffalo Wild Wings of Temple and the Wounded Warrior Project. Introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner. This freestyle fighter stands 6 foot tall, weighing in 150 pounds. He holds a professional record, 2 wins, 1 defeat. Representing Team 515 and fighting out of Longview, Texas, Michael Murphy. His opponent across the LFA octagon, fighting out of the red corner. The freestyle fighter standing 5'9", weighing in 149.4 pounds. He holds a professional record 4 wins, 1 defeat. Representing Fortis MMA and fighting out of Dallas, Texas, Elijah Baby John. UFC judge in action, G. Stafford.
I want you to obey my commands at all times. Let's do it. Touch the gloves.
A catch weight of 150 pounds to kick off LFA at number 78. Match up with Michael Murphy, who is in the blue corner with the blue tape. And his opponent, Elijah Johns, with the red tape. Of course, his brother Miles Johns, the former champion, is in his corner as always. Ron Kruk, Pat Milicic, thrilled you could be with us.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Johns gets a stinging jab through right away. Now he's going in for a takedown, and he gets it.
Very physical fight. He wanted to get inside, set up those takedowns with his strikes. He did just that. Murphy with a figure 4 on the body of Johns.
As I stated, both of these guys are coming off quick first round finishes. 18 seconds for Murphy, 23 for Johns. Johns.
Same side. Marking instructions for Johns.
As always.
Fighting a long guy like this, I mean, it can be a real pain. That figure 4 on the body, locking the legs down, controlling him quite a bit. Long torso, long legs, tough to get to the head sometimes. Johns attempts the elbow.
Johns, one of the many fighters representing Fortis MMA here. I mentioned his brother Miles Johns in his corner. His dad Ernest in the house too.
Ernest looks like he can throw some heat.
You know what? I asked him about that. I was like, what was your background? He was just a football player. He's like, I don't really know this sport. I watch it all the time. I'm learning. He did something right as both Miles and Elijah experiencing a lot of success in the sport so far.
Guard is open. Now go to work. Got a pass. There he goes. Good work.
Quickly, Johns on the back of Murphy.
Murphy wanted to keep this fight standing. That didn't happen. Obviously, tried to get back to a neutral position, at least on his feet. Got to cut an elbow through. Throws it over instead, goes to the wizard.
Michael Murphy told us his game plan was to counter the attack of Johns, keep the distance, and use his reach.
Murphy looking frustrated, talking to his corner. I asked Johns what he thought of Murphy and what he knew of him yesterday, and he said, all I know is he trains with his brother in a garage.
Yep, well said.
You don't want to get beat by a guy that trains in a garage with his brother.
That could be dangerous too, right? Because we've all thrown down with our brothers.
The Murphy brothers look pretty tough.
Michael Murphy out of Longview, Texas. Elijah Johns, originally from Kansas, now fighting out of Dallas.
Elijah, good job, reversing position on the cage again. Murphy turned him and then he lifted his underhook and got him put back against the cage. Now double unders. See what he does with this. Murphy got to push on those hips, keep those hips back.
John said about Michael Murphy's 18-second knockout is really pretty basic, just a 1-2 that landed. But now he knows that this guy does have the power to end a fight in an instant.
Drops down on the double. Nice work.
Takedown scored by Elijah Johns.
The difference this time he landed in half guard. Now he needs to maintain that and get the cross-eyes. Being the shorter man, that's where he can do the most damage in half guard, cross-eye position. Don't even waste time with Mano. Taking guard back. Uh-oh.
We approach the 1-minute mark of the opening fight here at LFA 78 in Belton, Texas. LFA's debut on UFC Fight Pass tonight.
Johnson needs to do more of that exactly to get him to open his legs. Now he can pass. Beautiful work. Now he's got his back. Beautiful.
Slick. Holding the back, but still getting some shots in.
Gotta watch out for that elbow coming back at him. Don't separate your head from his body too much.
John's on a 2-fight win streak right now, both coming this year. He had back-to-back first-round KO victories. It looks like at this point Michael Murphy will snap that streak. 10 to go.
John's being patient. Not getting in too big of a hurry. Good first round for Johns.
Any fighter will take a quick finish, but Johns did tell us yesterday, Pat, that he did want to get some work in. He also wanted to showcase some kicks. We'll see if he breaks those out in the second round as we check out the highlights.
The shots landed nicely there before he went for the takedown. Right before that, and got in deep on the double and just, hey, I tell you what, he's got that power. Rip those legs out from underneath Murphy, put him on his back and start going to work. See him dropping in again here and landing in half guard. That's what he needs to do more of in this second round. Pass the guard on the way to the ground with the longer guys.
Michael Murphy representing Team 515. Larry Maxson in his corner. It's Elijah Johns. There's his brother Miles was up there. We asked him about what advice has Miles given you, the former champion, now in the UFC. He said, hey, it goes fast. Enjoy it and live in the moment. Well put. Octagon door shuts, and we are ready for round number 2.
Nice job driving forward with those punches.
Elijah Johns with the red tape, and Michael Murphy, the blue. Oh, just misses with a nasty elbow, Murphy, and now Johns operating inside the guard of Murphy.
Trying to trap that wrist. Reach through it. Grab that, yeah, he's trying to reach through and grab the trap the arm behind his back. Beautiful. Now he can hammer him with that left hand. Beautiful.
That's exactly what Coach Safe is yelling. Beat him up from this position.
Yeah, you got that wrist, man. Go to work. Go to work. He's trying to get that triangle over when John pulled his arm back to punch. Something also that Johns did great that he talked about, trying to pass the guard, but you can see how Murphy scooped the leg from the opposite side. That's great. But Johns talked about stepping inside the kicks and really landing the punches, and he did just that before he got the takedown on Murphy.
Nice work by Elijah Johns to get back on the back of Michael Murphy. For this MMA team yelling to work the body now. Pat, what would you like to see him do from this position?
Johns or Murphy?
Johns.
Well, I mean, he's obviously going for the choke. I mean, I would see him punish him a little bit more. Could have gone to what's called an Oklahoma ride when he had his back there. Oklahoma ride is where you put one leg in, scoop the other shin bone out and angle it out and just drive your hips forward. It does the same thing as putting both hooks in without getting you all tangled up with somebody.
Great stuff as we hit the 3-minute mark of the second round of this 150-pound catch weight between Elijah Johns and Michael Murphy. Ron Clark and Pat Militich with you for LFA 78 on UFC Fight Pass. We want to hear from you tonight. Hit us up on Twitter at Pat Militich, at @RCruck, at LFA Fighting.
Johns switching the figure four to the body. You know, Johns by no means is just completely running Murphy over. Murphy is posing some problems. Murphy knows his stuff. You can see it on the ground. Done a good job surviving this position so far. Murphy got to turn his body into it. Trying to trap that hip and leg on the ground.
Elijah Elijah Johns comes in.
What?
Record 2 wins via knockout, 2 decisions. Made his pro debut back in June of 2017. Only fought once as an amateur. And he lost at LFA 1. Eddie Brown. Since then, 2 victories inside the LFA octagon over Aaron Webb and Michael Martinez.
Yeah, it's almost you want to let Murphy turn to his belly and just come up on top, take that figure 4 out, come up on top on his back, and start dropping some bombs.
Stinging shot from John's Lance, and the Fortis MMA team yells, do it again. Great shot there. Good coach, say so.
Always animated.
Man, and he has something going with these Fortis MMA fighters. Under a minute to go.
Taking under the chin, trying to get that choke in. 6 out. Fortis MMA. I believe their record this in 2019, they're the #1 gym in the world in the UFC in 2019. I believe the stat is 18-5 this year for Team Fortis. That's a pretty dang good record in the tough affair. He's got it.
And he punched his way into the choke.
Murphy, nice job grabbing that top hand.
Give Murphy some credit.
Crafty. So, yeah, but anyway, back to Fortis. Great job by them. It's a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. Murphy grabbing that head and landing some shots here.
Give Murphy credit for surviving the onslaught here in the second round. The horn sounds from Elijah Johns. He survived, but he didn't do much. But
He landed more punches with somebody on his back than I've ever seen, I'll tell you that.
did that give him the rounds?
No.
Here is the action from the second round.
There he is, stepping inside of the kicks and landing the punches. Look, you want to shut some of these kicks down? Punch him in the face, step inside. Well executed.
Well, as we get set for the third and final round, Pat, I'm guessing you gave that round to Elijah Johns as well.
I think everybody in the house did, buddy.
Here comes Murphy. Both fighters going together to start this final round.
Murphy landed, but Johns came right back.
Another big takedown from Johns.
Nice job getting his hips in, explode.
And Murphy wanted to keep the distance and use his reach, and he has not been able to execute that game plan tonight.
Look, and Johns is showing he can step inside on tall guys. Just get right after it. Doing a good job slipping punches, getting inside. And unloading. That's when you hang your head over the side like that. I mean, even in a wrestling match, a guy will do that on purpose, acting like he's trying to stand up. And you take an elbow to the eye socket sometimes, it's not fun. Not fun at all.
You say that like being on both the receiving end of the
Absolutely, 100%. And it hurts like hell. Feel your eye push back into your gray matter. It's not a joke, dude.
nice description.
John's here, leaving one hook in. He's so good at controlling. Don't even put the hook in. Just get off to the side, get hip to hip, spiral riding, and just punish him. Now he might get the choke here, buddy.
See, Mike.
Just a palm gable grip. He keeps grabbing that top hand.
And Murphy continues to battle despite Elijah Johns all over him.
We're like lifeguards watching a guy caught in a riptide. Can't get out of it. Murphy trying to get himself up. There he is. Nice work. Needs some hand control. Gonna break that grip. That's why you can break control wrist so they can't drop down and do it again to you.
All that work getting out.
Exactly. It's a waste of time unless you have hand control. Fundamentals, man. Fundamentals. Trying to sweep there. Not going to happen. John's too good of a base.
Midway point of the third and final round for this 150-pound catch weight between Johns and Murphy.
Trying to lock those legs up. There, good pass. Got to push on that knee.
Saul continues to yell pass to his fighter, Elijah Johns.
The whole time you go, John's one yelling, I'm trying, brother.
Brother Miles Johns in his corner as well. It's a little more quiet.
Switching off the front headlock. Going two. Nice little gator roll. Got the choke lock in. Now Spence goes back. Now just go head to hip and punish it. There's a spiral ride. G-lock here. Murphy attempted it. Johns just needs to stay a little bit tighter on that stuff if he's going to pass the guard a little better. Giving a little too much space. Nice uppercuts there.
Elijah Johns breaking out a little bit of everything tonight. Although he did want to showcase his kicks, he hasn't been able to do that yet, but he hasn't really needed to.
W's a W. Do what you have to win. Dropped in. Good timing on that.
Elijah Johns in cruise control.
Murphy gonna get ragdolled a little bit here with these takedowns. Nice.
And he listens to Coach. When he says pass the leg, it means it doesn't exactly.
Trying to walk in a choke here again. Nice steps in, pop him off the leg. Spence goes back again.
And that's gonna do it. Complete domination by the 23-year-old Elijah Johns. Michael Murphy survived.
I had no answer. I'm impressed with Murphy's toughness, but Elijah Johns getting out with a really nice win and learning a lot during that fight. He's going to be able to break down a lot with his coach that went on in that fight.
Johns putting on a clinic here for the hometown fans in Texas.
Take a look at this last round. Johns coming out. You see Murphy lands the right hand. Right back and steps forward. Keeps stepping forward with those punches. Did a good job of that against taller Murphy in this fight. Also, look at this. Hips in, explode. Lets you land on your face.
And he scored several impressive takedowns in this fight.
He really did. Here's another one. Watch the time. He drops in on a double, locks the hand. Executes right away. Doesn't waste any time and allow his opponent to defend it.
All right, Elijah Johns getting some brotherly advice from Miles. As we see, Mike Kendall is back inside the octagon, so let's get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges scored about 30-27. We winner by unanimous decision, Elijah Baby John.
Elijah Johns improved to a 5-1, 3-1 inside the LFA octagon. There's his brother Miles Johns, who's continuing to dominate in the UFC, 10-0. Nice victory, family affair here in the Legacy Fighting Alliance.
Barely a scratch on his face. That's the way you want to come out. Great performance.
Great performance. First fight of the night for Legacy Fighting Alliance, number 78. As we mentioned earlier, the Legacy Fighting Alliance is the true developmental league for the UFC, and 3 LFA alumni will be in action tomorrow in Brazil, including that man, the James Krause, 7-3 in the UFC, former RFA lightweight, 26-7 records, and one of the toughest guys we've ever seen inside the octagon for sure.
I can hear you.
Also, Ricardo Ramos, 13-2, 4-1 in the UFC, the former Legacy FC bantamweight title challenger. 4-1 in the UFC so far. Also in action tomorrow in Brazil, Marcus Perez. Kevin Holland was supposed to fight on that card as well, but Holland, his fight was scratched. And the man who helped put all those fighters into the UFC joins us now. It is our pleasure to welcome in the CEO of the LFA, Ed Soares. Always good to see you, Ed.
Hey, thank you.
The big signing this week, the announcement that the LFA is joining the UFC Fight Pass home. It just makes sense, but this organization moved quickly. Talk about this deal and what it means to you and the LFA family.
Yeah, I mean, we feel very blessed, to have the, we'll take, the rug pulled from underneath our feet, the way that be able to, within, 45 days to land on our feet with a great company like the UFC Fight Pass. It's like, it's a match made in heaven. I couldn't be happier. This is where I feel we should have been for a while, and it just makes sense that we're here now.
Now, it was amazing how fast you guys put that together. I mean, everybody was scrambling, right? It just happened.
Yeah.
Boom. All of a sudden, no more LFA for a while. UFC Fight Pass comes through. You guys sign with them. Beautiful thing that happens. But look, let's talk about later in the evening, the main event. This is a great way to start on UFC Fight Pass. Both these guys are very technical fighters. It's going to be a blast to watch.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a very exciting fight. Like I told them yesterday, I couldn't be happier to have them be the first main event on UFC Fight Pass for us. I mean, they both bring a lot to the octagon. They're action-packed, and either one of these guys could be fighting in the UFC right now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That will be the main event, but let's talk about the details in this partnership with the UFC Fight Pass. I don't want to make the announcement. I know some people know, but give us an idea of how many events are going down and how long this agreement is for, Ed.
Yeah, we did a 2-year deal. We're actually doing a total of 46 events total. We're doing 2 still in 19. We're going to be doing 20 scheduled for 2020 and 24 for 2021.
Man, we're going to be busy.
Definitely busy, and
I hope.
And I'm excited about it. It's gonna, our content is gonna be distributed now all over the world. Versus before, we were very limited on people being able to watch it. And now with the UFC and putting this platform on a worldwide platform, I think our content and our fighters will be a lot well known now throughout the world. And also being underneath the UFC umbrella, it's a great
Makes sense.
it's a great partnership, not only for the UFC and for the LFA, but also for all the fighters that are competing here, because it's really creating a conveyor belt of content too. So that means that when they get to the UFC, there's going to be a lot of content already had in the hands to be able to promote these fighters instead of having to wait the time to develop them in the UFC.
Right. And that's the thing is, with UFC Fight Pass being on board now, not just the coaches and the athletes know that the LFA is the road to the UFC. Now the fans know. And so now the fans, as I was saying in the open, can now find the talent with us when we witness it, right?
Yeah, and it's a group effort now. Everyone kind of discovers them at the same time, so I'm really happy about that. Right.
And before we let you go, I know that everyone in the LFA family, from Sven Bean to Mark Berry, your great matchmaker, everyone's excited about this. Pat and I have been in this business a long time, and we've seen MMA, I know you have too, but we've seen these MMA organizations come and go when they try to take on the UFC or Bellator. That was never the plan here with the LFA. For those who may have not been able to see the LFA in the past and are just going to experience it on UFC Fight Pass, talk about the business model from day one for the Legacy Fighting Alliance.
Yeah, since day one, we wanted to create a developmental organization for the UFC, meaning that, no one else out there was able to really do that. Nobody was ever mentioning that. They basically wanted to compete with them, or they wanted to, and me coming from a management background, I realized that the fighters needed this sort of training or this sort of development for them. So when, they would go from fighting in a ballroom into walking into the Staples Center instead of 17,000 people with lights and cameras in their face.
A little shocking.
Definitely a lot shocking. So the reality of it is that now we kind of develop them, kind of like what college football does for the NFL, right. We're doing for the UFC.
And I'll just make this quick point. It's not just the fight that's important. It's the ability to be in front of cameras, to do interviews, to know how to talk to the media. All of that stuff happens now in the LFA before they get to the UFC, so they're polished all the way around for when they arrive there.
That's what the goal is, yeah. Not only preparing them inside the octagon, but outside the octagon. Because as people know, fighting is an important thing, and that's what you're here to do. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and you have to be able to market yourself and do all the other things that make it important, that really be able to monetize who you are as a fighter.
It's going to be a lot of fun. UFC Fight Pass, the new home of the Legacy Fighting Alliance. 20 events next year, 24 events in 2020, and congratulations, man.
Yeah, like I said, I couldn't be happier, man. I couldn't ask for a better birthday present.
Yeah, happy birthday.
I couldn't ask for a better birthday present than to have the LFA debut on UFC Fight Pass.
Big belly coming up, bud.
Oh, I hope not.
Run away. That's all I can say. Speaking of running away, let's run back inside the octagon and Mike Kemp.
Ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the octagon, Rebecca Adney. And now making her way to the octagon, Rebecca Adney.
Known as She-Hulk, Rebecca Adney making her LFA debut tonight, fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, Fort Hood actually, originally from Wisconsin, an active Army first sergeant. 18 years, Pat, in the service. She joined out of high school to travel the world, and 18 years later, she's still getting it done.
Yeah, we did not get a chance to talk to her yesterday, so we don't know a lot about her. Just besides the fact she's 18 years in the military, Sergeant, she's going to be tough. We know that.
Well, the nickname She-Hulk, I mean, you have to be, right?
Guessing that means she's fairly strong, brother.
Let's just throw that nickname around. Striker, big Muay Thai background, also strong in BJJ. Big opportunity for Rebecca Adney. Getting bumped up from the preliminary card to the main card after the Haley Cowan fight was postponed. If Haley's watching tonight, which I know she is, our thoughts and prayers with her for a speedy recovery.
Yeah, be happy to have her back at 135.
Becca Adney enters into the octagon for the first time.
And now her opponent making her way to the octagon, Cheyenne Bays.
Originally from Tampa, Florida, now living in Dallas and training at Fortis MMA, Cheyenne Bays, married to JP Bays, who is fighting later on the card. I believe this is the first time a husband and wife have been on a main card together.
Pretty interesting stuff, and they did their interview with us together, of course. Fun talking to them. They've got a lot of worldly knowledge for a very young couple. Been all over the place. Obviously, her husband from South Africa. They were down there for a while, and they couldn't really find fights. Yeah, so here they are in the land of milk and honey, Ron.
Yes, indeed. Nicknamed the Warrior Princess. Cheyenne Bays, 1-0 in the LFA. She fought on the undercard LFA number 35. That was back in March of last year. Got a decision win over Carla Hernandez. Here's the numbers as we break down the tail of the tape. Bays is 24 years old, Adney 12 years older. Both fighters stand 5'3". Adney is slightly longer in the arm, Bays in the legs. Back inside to Mike Kendrick.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Strawweight division. Brought to you tonight by Left Coast Fight Supply, the official glove of the LFA. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5'3", weighed in 115.8 pounds. She holds a professional record 0-2. Ladies and gentlemen, representing, striking, and fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, Rebecca. Her opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner. It's a mixed martial artist standing 5'3", weighed in 116 pounds. She holds a professional record, 3 wins, 1 defeat. Representing Fortis MMA and fighting out of Dallas, Texas, Cheyenne, the Warrior Princess Bays. The referee charging next, John Shorley.
Come on.
Good, clean fight. Obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Strawweight matchup here at LFA number 78. Cheyenne Bays comes in with a 3-1 record, and her opponent Rebecca Adney looking for her first victory in MMA. She has a strong combat sports background, and we are ready to go. Adney in the blue tape and of course the camo shorts. 18 years in the military.
Adney better close her mouth. Jaw's hanging open. I'll tell you, get a broken jaw when you get punched.
Cheyenne Bays throwing some leather to get this fight going.
Just watch the footwork, and that'll tell you who's winning the fight right now. Who's going to have the quicker hands, better head movement. Just watch their feet. That's all you have to do.
Just misses with that overhand right. Bays 3-1, but claims to have 22 amateur bouts. Looking to zero in, and now she works her way into the clinch.
Got the body lock. Abby trying to lock those hands, trying to dig inside.
Come on.
Strong enough to, big solid shot right back at her.
Adney known for her elbows. How she likes to end fights.
Adney needs that one.
That backed her up for sure. And a high kick by Bates.
Nice job flurrying after the kick landed. Following up. Beautiful head movement to the cross.
Movement and footwork on display. Cheyenne Bates. One win coming by way of TKO, 2 decisions.
6 out, sounds like an NFL quarterback over here calling audibles. I need a 33, 2.
He is throwing out a lot of numbers.
32, nice right hand on the jaw there.
I think he'd be a good football coach as well.
He just likes yelling at people.
True. He was yelling at you earlier. Kind of enjoyed that. Nice push kick from Bates, backs Adney up. Just past the midway point. First round.
Nice job floating away. Footwork allows you to get in and land and get away.
Still 33-11. Says Coach Sadado.
I'm going to have to get his playbook. See what the hell he's talking about.
Bates said her biggest advantage in this fight is her boxing. She wants to keep it standing and use those skills.
Bates definitely needs to go back to that inside leg kick. That is going to work. Nice. You can tell Adney's strong. Yeah, when Bates grabs a hold of her, you can tell she's grabbing a hold of somebody who's pretty solid. Another elbow inside.
Adney is a big fan of all combat sports, and one of her hobbies, she enjoys weightlifting. Probably has something to do with that power.
Yeah.
Opponent's MMA corner saying to Cheyenne, breakaway. Keep that distance. Let those hands and kicks fly.
Come on.
She ate a couple shots. She was coming forward. Nice counter.
Blister counter. She landed left though. She's starting to use some feints and fakes. She needs to. So she's going to be every time she comes in. Try to get Adney to find her face, to bite on some of those feints and fakes. Catch her.
Oh, good body shot delivered by Bates.
Bates hits hard for how small she is. Wow.
Nice flurry from Bates to end this first round.
Great first round. Very fluid striking.
Well, and you call it, Pat, just the movement and footwork by Cheyenne Bates, very impressive.
That's the thing is, I mean, striking comes down to footwork. The rest of it's easy to learn after you can figure out the footwork. One-way traffic here in that first round. Wants the footwork as she gets out of that strike, the initial strike, and then covers the distance beautifully, gets right back in. Coming forward. Nice follow-up. Remember, after that kick, coaches scream about being able to follow up. She does it naturally.
Very fluid movement. Striking, kicking. Bates right now putting on a stand head of clinic as we get ready for the second round. LFA 78 action. Cheyenne Bay is getting this crowd in Belton going.
Had a lot of fun.
Well, she said this really is a dream come true for both her and her husband, JP, who fights Christian Rodriguez Jr. coming up. JP could not be in her corner because he's backstage getting ready for his fight.
Well, I mean, think about this, though. You know, when they're a lot older, retired from fighting, doing whatever with their lives, and they have children, imagine being their kids, watching their fights. They fought on the same night, on the same show. That's pretty cool to be able to show your kids.
Very cool.
And then your grandkids, right?
Absolutely. And both of the Bays, they have bright futures. Who knows? Maybe we have the first time a husband and wife made it in the event. Stay tuned to UFC Fight Pass.
And then in the UFC.
And then in the UFC.
It's like a date night for them.
Stay tuned for UFC pay-per-view coming soon.
They don't go out to dinner. They don't go out to dinner. They go out to kick ass.
Rebecca Adney. It is interesting that you don't see a fighter with their mouth open as much as she had it open.
You know, a lot of times that's from a mouthpiece that only fits on the top teeth. And so you have to open your mouth to breathe. A lot of people, unfortunately, make that mistake. You got to have a double mouthpiece covers bottom and top with a hole in the middle. And some people will trim the backs of it off so they can breathe through the sides of their mouth with their jaw clenched. So, you know, that's smart to do. Save your jaw.
Absolutely. Like a football mouthpiece. Now, Cheyenne Bay's clinching up with Adney.
Michelle got that knee in the center. Allows her to get her hips in better.
Bay's on a 2-fight win streak. Victory by way of TKO and 1 decision.
Bay's doing a great job. Pay attention with her left hand, grabbing the right wrist, the lead hand of Adney, and stopping that and shutting it down and giving it. She'll pull her into the punches. See how she grabs the wrist? Nice body kick there. You're really smart about that against the southpaw. There it is again. You know, at some point, you got to figure that out. When she reaches for it, you need to throw her up over the top and she'll grab it.
Who do you have winning this fight? We want to hear from you. Hit us up on Twitter at Militant and at LFA Fighting.
And at UFC Fight Pass.
Got it. Well done. Look at you. Selling it. It looks like a couple cuts on the cheek of Rebecca Adney.
Yeah, it looks like she got hit in the face with gravel. Oh, good knee there. Adney getting that tie clinch going.
Beats a shot coming in.
Wobbling with that hook a little bit. Knocked her off balance. Very nice. Still bouncing, still light on her feet. And Adney has gotten better with her footwork as this fight has gone on. I think she's realized she's had to shift gears and move her feet quicker to even be able to hang. So at least she's making a good adjustment here. Just gotta keep those hands up a little better, move the head a little more.
Under a minute to go in the second round. LFA strong weight action. Turns around to the coach.
Hold the conversation. Was she asking for time?
Well, safe to hold. We got 40 seconds.
Not sure why she's asking. Is she wondering when to work? Does she have an injury?
All good questions.
There she goes.
Horn sounds.
And he improved that round. He really did. Still down on the ground overall for Bates, but more competitive here.
There's no doubting the toughness of Rebecca Adney. 18 years military service, but it's been Cheyenne Bates, the warrior princess, doing most of the damage.
Let's take a little bit of the action. The ladies going at it for the first round. There's that looping right. She's been landing quite a bit in this fight. Doing a good job of stepping across. Surprised I didn't see more of those inside kicks from the leg of Abby. Those were definitely working when she threw them. The few times she let them go. Great technique out of her.
Get ready for the third and final round. I thank LFA CEO Antoine for stopping by. If you missed the interview, check it out on UFC Fight Pass. UFC Fight Pass on Twitter. Tweeted that out. Appreciate that. And here we go. Third and final round. Andy with the blue tape and the camo trunks. Cheyenne Bates, red tape.
You know, the amazing thing, one of the many things I've always appreciated about women's fights is, even when they're exhausted, they still go at it like buzzsaws. It's non-stop action. They're always active.
It's very true.
When guys get tired, they just bend over, put their hands on their head.
There's Andy with that elbow as Bates breaks away. Rebecca Adney probably needs a finish. She's going to get her first professional MMA win here tonight in Texas.
Spot on, buddy. There's the inside kick. No more. Almost dropped her every time she broke it. Coming forward, getting after her.
And here in Texas, appreciating.
There's the forward again. Dances out of there.
Punches her way into the clinch, grabbing the neck now.
Nice quick knee there.
Adney makes her pay. Break away.
Like Adney's attitude, coming forward, man. Tough lady.
Shout out to Haley Allen, who tweeted out, "Mom, Jay, to watch my girl, Cheyenne Bates. Keep the ladies on the card. Wish I could be here. Wish you were here as well, Haley." We will see her again very soon. Talking to her mom today. She's still here, going to the Expo Center. Haley sold a lot of tickets. And some Haley talent here in Texas. Just past the midway point in third and final round. What an entertaining fight between Adney and Bates.
I'll tell you what, Adney coming forward again. She's landed some stuff. You can tell she is in very good shape. When fighters take punishment like this, a lot of times the fatigue sets in also. But that's not showing.
Not at all.
Rugged. Nice. That was a clean left she landed. Take it to the body now also. Army strong.
Army strong for sure. 18 years of military service.
Dave's getting the takedown. Oh, she's locking her knee out. She's got a leg lock on her. She's locking it out.
Great shot there.
That is a knee lock, buddy.
Hit it 30 to 5.
Wow. You can see her grimace though. It's causing some discomfort.
You see them right
Takes oxygen to pass.
Take your head out, take her back. Take her back. Take her back. Back to Abby, back on her feet.
Yeah, Abby's done a lot of squats. She's got it.
Gary handle snap thrown by Rebecca Abby.
More heavy on it. We've seen technique overdrawn in this matchup. You can just see the superior technical abilities of Bays against Abby, but Abby obviously so physically strong. Ooh. Punishing elbows.
Oh, what a flurry. Very entertaining LFA strawweight bout between Rebecca Abney and Cheyenne Bays.
Hug in there in the cage. Good sportsmanship. Energizer Bunny is Bays going non-stop.
Serious and full-blade.
And Abney coming forward. Just tough. Rugged tough.
And if Abney does not earn a win here tonight, she may have earned another shot inside the LFA octagon with that performance.
I would think so. Go back, work on the footwork a little bit more, and improve as the fight continued. And so, yeah, work on the hand skills a little bit more, a little more head movement.
Head coach Sabado speaking with his Fortis MMA fighter, Cheyenne Bays.
There's the kick landed on the head. It was foot, not shin bone, so no real damage there. But now watch this. Transitional striking is how you win fights. Look, she recognizes she's out of position. The hand is coming up off the mat. Good time to land that knee.
Cheyenne Bays said it was a dream come true to fight on the same card as her husband, J.D. Said it was also a little stressful, Pat, mentally preparing to fight while your husband's on the same card too.
Well, I mean, look, I don't want to watch my own kids fight, let alone my wife.
Yeah. Well said, man, well said. All right. Mike Kendall is back inside the LFA octagon. Let's get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges scored about 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Cheyenne, the Warrior Princess Bays.
Very impressive win. Cheyenne Bays improves to 4-1. And now puts the pressure on husband JP to get a win too.
Well, he's happy his wife won. She's unscathed. Great job.
And now 2-0 inside the Legacy Fighting Alliance octagon. Well, up next, the big boys will enter the octagon. Let's now meet the heavyweights.
At that time, a lot of stuff happened. I was kind of walking away from the fight, but it was 4 years ago. This offseason, I had a couple more children, my beautiful wife. Last year, I came back to the sport and beat 2 top prospects. When you don't see me move, you don't see technique, you don't see experience, you don't see a man with a will to make a way to win no matter what. You don't see some fireworks in the first round, and throughout the second and third, I'm just here to put a stamp that I'm a heavyweight, not to mix with. Hey, Trayvon Butler, you my next meal. Hey, LFA, this is Wild Man, the top prospect heavyweight in the world, baby. I am ranked across nations and generations. I be the baddest shut your mouth that you will ever see. I will be going against Lewis, the baby. I mean the beast. And you challenge me day for night. A man that's made for war. A myth that's told amongst generations. A legend that is born. Lewis, we want to see the wildest thing that ever lived. Wildest thing that ever lived. The wildest thing that ever ruled over everything. You're going to see me electrifying wildman tonight. Ready? Just got smacked off the table.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way in the octagon, Trayvon Butler.
The wild man knows how to sell a fight just as well.
Well, okay. That was interesting.
Trayvon Butler, nicknamed the Wild Man, said he had to earn that nickname. His father passed it down to him. Loved to put on a show. 2-0 in MMA. Looking to knock off a hometown favorite in his LFA debut tonight.
Trayvon is an interesting character, I will say that. Talked about a span of his life where his memory was gone as a child. And said he's not sure what happened during that time frame, whether he got hit in the head or what happened. I'm wondering if he got abducted by aliens, but I tell you what, he's an interesting character. He's an interesting character, brother.
Amen. He sure is. Fun guy to talk to. Has won 8 in a row going back to his amateur career. Last loss came back in July of 2016, originally from Jamaica, now fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, representing St. Charles MMA.
Looking to get inside on Vernon Lewis, staying tight. Said use some Mike Tyson style stuff.
Butler coming off a first round knockout victory of Antonio Martinez.
No, this young man has power. He will hit you extremely hard.
He's a freestyle fighter, but has a solid wrestling foundation as well. His career debut in October of last year. As winner of 8 in a row going back to that amateur career, which he finished with 8 straight knockout wins.
Focus now. Business time now.
This is his first fight since December 1st of last year. Had a lot of fights fall through, and not shockingly, some opponents back out.
Yeah, I don't want to fight him.
Now his opponent making his way to the octagon, Vernon Lewis.
Another very interesting and fun guy to talk to. Dallas-Fort Worth police officer Vernon Lewis. Almost exactly a year since getting a win in this same building. Looking to stay undefeated in the LFA.
Yeah, his last 2 performances in the LFA have been stellar. He took a lot of abuse early on in both those fights and literally walked through the bombs coming his way and won both of those fights. I mean, I looked at him and said, because he's a police officer, I now call him RoboCop because of those 2 performances.
Well, he comes in with a 6-4 record, but he has faced some incredibly tough competition in his career. His opponent's win-loss record, 71 victories to 35 defeats.
Right, and 2 of those losses came to top prospects at the beginning of his career. He did not have proper management. They threw him to the wolves. He wasn't ready for it, but he is now.
One of those losses to former LFA heavyweight champ Richard Odom. Here are the numbers for the tail of the tape. At 35 years old, Lewis is 11 years older than the 24-year-old Butler. Lewis is 2 inches taller and weighs in 4 pounds heavier than Butler, who will have almost a 5-inch reach advantage in the arms. Back inside, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA heavyweight division. Brought to you tonight by Friendly Insurance. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6'1", weighing in 261.6 pounds. He holds a professional record, 2 wins, 0 defeats. Representing St. Giles MMA and fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, by way of the Wildlands, Trayvon One-Man Butler. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner. The striker standing 6'3", weighing in 265 pounds. He holds a professional record, 6 wins, 4 defeats. Representing superior striking and the War Room, fighting out of Waco, Texas, Lewis. Your referee in charge of the action, Jay Sabado.
I want you to obey my commands at all times. Go ahead and touch the glove. Turn back to your corner.
Trayvon Wildman Butler with the blue tape and black trunks. Throwing down with Biggie, Vernon Lewis. I asked Lewis, what do you think about Butler? And he said, man, he's a weird dude. Do not blink, folks. 2 big men doing battle in the Lone Star State LFA 78 action. Ron Kruk and Pat Militich with you in the Legacy Fighting Alliance's debut on UFC Fight Pass.
Sorry, both southpaws here.
Something you don't see too often. Always makes for an interesting matchup too.
And lefties.
Ooh, head kick and followed by a nice strike, but Lewis just laughed about it. He's back with a big kick and stoke, and the Wild Man putting on a show early. Oh.
Vernon Lewis is not entertained.
Butler saying that looked up as a low blow.
Maybe the truck will give us a shot of that.
Referee Jay Staffen, I think, agrees. Calls time out. Trayvon Butler some time to regroup.
Take a look here. Oh, he split the upright.
Yeah, that was a field for sure.
He just flicked it right up there. That'll slow you down. Back to the action. Here we go.
Upset Butler a little bit.
He's beating that leg up. Let him know, slow him down. He's a quick man. Beat one wheel up on him.
Butler took a shot coming in. Butler's game plan said, hey, Lewis is a counter puncher. He's a taller fighter. I got to get inside, work the body, and then head and use my kicks.
And on a single right now, let's see what he can do with it. Vernon has strong hips and legs. No chance that taking out the floor from there, buddy.
Trying to pull a tree out of the ground.
Vernon got clipped with the counter there. Opened his eyes and went, whoa.
Vernon Lewis thought
That was solid.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a very solid low kick. That was shin bone directly through the quad to the femur. You can hear it.
Lewis thinks his experience is the key in this fight. I love it. He said, my first fight, he was like 11 years old. I was expecting Butler to blitz him and come out firing, and he just needs to weather the storm.
That's a great mental attitude to go into it, though, remembering that the guy you're fighting was 11 when he first fought.
Butler just misses with that elbow on the break.
Remember now, Vernon is kind of a slow starter here. Mouthpiece goes flying out.
Oye, te voy a dar el truco de ganarle a Akuma, mijo. Mira, Akuma cuando te brinca, obvio, es que te va a tirar la boca. Entonces tú tienes que esperarlo con el cabezazo. Y cuando te brinca para cruzarse, entonces te usa el cabezazo del triángulo.
Butler's on his back.
Missed with that right hand. Past the guard. Not a fun place to be. Underneath it, Vernon Lewis. Look at him. He's taking a breath, looking at his corner.
Looking like he's seeing these ribs look delicious. And here he goes to work on the body. Lewis has one submission victory.
Butler not getting his hips over.
Oh, and he's got the neck of Butler. He's back on his feet and pops out.
Good job by Butler to get back to his feet, though. I mean, he muscled out of that.
This is corner calling for the elbow.
Vernon getting clipped there.
Combination for the Butler. Butler fires and kicks now.
Vernon just wants it to stand still for a second, so he punch a hole through it.
Butler in a little less than the big man, facing Vernon Lewis.
Butler winning this round right now. We've seen that with Vernon Lewis before, as we mentioned. Slow starter. Lets people punch themselves out a little bit because, well, when you have a cinder block for a head, you can do that.
Sure.
He doesn't seem to get hurt a whole lot.
That would not be my game plan, though.
No.
He would not head off with it.
Nice knee to the body there.
And goes upstairs as well. Heavy right hand from Big E.
They're not smiling at him. Good change up there.
Sneaky little uppercut gets through from Trayvon Butler.
Way to stay busy, Trayvon Butler. Get you that first round. And didn't get into too much chaos. Really. You know, he tried to keep it under control. He's a lot less crazy in the cage than he is out.
That's right. That's very well put.
Fighting pretty smart so far.
Very young fighter, Trayvon Butler coming in, 24 years old, and the veteran Vernon Davis getting some instructions from Josh Lanier.
Both guys in that round were trading low kicks. Vernon hitting that inside kick. You know, I don't know why he went away from it. He needed to stay with that, keep attacking that leg. And there he hit the inside kick. Nice timing. While Butler was throwing his own kick. That's why it's important to set your kicks up. Don't throw them naked. People see them coming.
Butler looked like he was in some trouble at that point. Butler was able to survive.
Muscled his way out of it.
Yeah. And maybe a little shockingly, we are preparing for round number 2 of this heavyweight match.
Oh, where mouthpiece flies out. Vernon is not happy at all. And it almost seems like he's either not biting down on it, hanging his mouth open, letting it fly out. Maybe that's the extra rest he wants. I don't know. Now they're going, buddy. Vernon set those kicks up.
As Pat mentioned, Lewis, known as a slow starter, looks like he's out.
Mouthpiece flies out again. Now you can take a point at that point. At some point you have to warn him, take a point. That means you're constant for that happening. Yeah, 1 point.
Nice work by one of the best in the business, Jay Staffen. You got it, Pat. Referee delivered more than twice.
Well, you can hear people ringside
saying he was doing it on purpose. Knowledgeable people here in Texas.
Yep, there's the point deduction. What's that mouth?
Pick up the action here in the second round. Butler throwing some shots now.
We're going to move that up there, move it a little bit, gotta move some more.
Butler now with a sense of urgency.
But Butler's getting off on it, definitely. He's landing.
Oh, the knee.
I felt that.
Lewis.
One of his vertebrae went flying over. Like, come on.
Right?
Is he going to get this takedown? Bring get those feet apart. Wow.
Butler working
Nice
for it.
work.
Gets
Nice
it.
work.
Let's see what Trayvon Butler can do from this spot now. On the back of Vernon Lewis. Lewis powers back up.
Left to hold the Clydesdale down. Vernon gets up. Nice shot.
Police officer. One of the nicest guys you'll meet. He doesn't get in too many fights out in the streets.
Didn't need to. I'm guessing people listen to him.
Yeah. Probably a good idea. This is corner call for the 1-2 combination. Under 3 minutes to go. Second round, LFA heavyweight matchup.
Nice.
And Trayvon Butler.
Don't need to break the action, Brendan says. No, let's keep fighting, man. Don't give him a...
Don't give him another.
Sorry, I started coughing because I was so shocked. Vernon's like, no, he's tired. I want to keep going.
Calling for some body shots while he's got Butler up against the octagon wall. Midway point of round 2.
Mouthpiece again.
You gotta be kidding me.
Let him punch him. At that point, you're the ref. Let him hit it. Yeah, don't break the action because they're grinding in there.
Already conducted a point for losing the mouthpiece. It's out again.
Did it fly through the cage? It's not in the cage that I can see. Unless it fell down in a groove. It might be there up against the corner post. Oh, all right, starting to open up here. The train is building steam.
Runaway train. 35-year-old Vernon Big E. Lewis. 2-0 in the LFA. Wins over Jeremy Hardy and Jared O'Hara.
Those are two big and tough men.
0-1 in the legacy promotion, losing to Richard Odoms, the former champ. In his second pro fight.
Not taking a point. Vernon got to knock it out again.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Crowd's liking that. Vernon's going, hey, let's fight, buddy.
Crowd is definitely now
Oh, good knee to the body. More of those. Definitely take the wind out of it.
under a minute to go.
Grinding that forehead in there.
The blood trickling now from the nose of the wild man.
This could potentially obviously be a 10-8 round. Vernon winning the round. Coming back here. The point being not taken away. Should have been. They're losing the mouthpiece again.
Butler looks exhausted at this point.
If I'm Vernon, I'm hitting him in the face a little bit more and knock that mouthpiece out again, getting penalized again. I'll take advantage of that.
7 rounds. Butler comes off the cage. Corner likes those kicks. I see more from the big man.
Vernon just emotionless right now.
And
fighting back nicely there. Good work up against the cage.
Lanier ran in as Vernon Lewis sat down and just said, breathe, big man, breathe, deep breaths. We check out the highlights of the second
Look
break.
at that knee, man.
That was
Threw a couple of real hard ones in that round. Definitely every time he clinches up, needs to do more of that. Here's Vernon coming over. He's like, I want to be a little more expedient about these breaks coming to the mouthpiece. He's had enough.
put it in, Bat. Put it in.
Watch this, bat. Let's go. Let's fight, man. There they go. The crowd's digging it.
They stabbed him. Referee's got to watch himself getting close in there. He might need a shot.
I love this stuff, buddy.
Final instructions to our fighters. Pat, any doubt in this one? You got it one round apiece?
I do.
So anyone's fight, according to the UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich, third and final round between Vernon Lewis in the red trunks and Wild Man Trayvon Butler in the black trunks.
Butler sitting on his stool between rounds didn't look that tired though.
Now we'll see who has enough gas in the tank.
Yeah.
Butler coming in.
Great combo there.
Punching his way in and now has Lewis up against the cage, but Lewis just pushes him off.
At this point now, Vernon needs to start getting me. Nice elbow inside. Butler's got some tools, man. He has a lot of potential.
He really does. Punching his way in and throwing elbows as well. Freestyle fighter, strong, aggressive background of Lewis.
Vernon needs to slide that thumb straight down and then get it under it. There he goes. Okay. Big move. Now turning. Butler trying to stop it. Now he's kind of just getting pushed around right now. Now he's turning. We're just waiting for another explosion. It's coming. Here comes the knee.
Bogey right on cue.
Vernon gotta start making openings instead of looking for them. You gotta make the openings. Punch to create the openings.
Leaks down and then goes upstairs.
What?
That hurt him.
Stun Lewis. Butler almost lost the mouthpiece again. Smooth knees delivered.
2 minutes long in this round, the final round. Who wants it the most? Another knee coming, maybe? No. Pushing off. Vernon take advantage of those positions, throw more knees.
Butler getting some shots through.
He is, I mean, the head's not moving, so yeah, just throw.
But scoring points. As we hit the midway point of the final round, Lewis and Butler.
Just standing in front of each other, trading.
Just get that feeling that one of these big men can land a huge punch. The fight can end in an instant.
Definitely, as they fatigue. Still have the power, though. Both head snapbacks to a jab simultaneously. Vernon can throw those elbows inside.
Both fighters.
There it is. Oh, nice. Butler coming right back.
Lewis landing the knees, but Butler with the combinations.
Vernon showed a facial expression there from that body shot.
Tight fight. One big play to turn this round.
Vernon's just walking forward. applauding. There's a slaughter.
Under a minute. Heavyweight stand-up war right now.
Vernon does not have much time left. I feel he's definitely got to win this round to win the fight.
And Pat, remember the 1 point.
That's right. Yeah. There's another point now. So this round could end up being a draw. So he's not taking a point. So he took a point before. That's the